What's the point of fixing lower siding cracks if they're just going to come back again? And then I thought, what about metal? I figure if I could install metal panels at the bottom to protect the vinyl siding, this would never happen again. I thought metal might work. These corrugated metal galvanized pieces are sold at all of the home improvement stores. They come in long sizes that you can cut yourself or pre-cuts. These are 3-foot pre-cuts. And then when you overlap, you'll get a nominal approximately 2-foot widths. So these pre-cuts are 3 foot tall by about 2 foot wide after the overlap. That should be perfect for the protection I'm looking at today. And then I found these J-channel metal pieces. This should be perfect as well. Check out that angle. That will enable us to hide the cut pieces perfectly. So I measured my wall. The J pieces, the metal J pieces came in 8-foot lengths. So you want to make a picture frame around your wall so all the cut pieces are covered. Now you probably already know vinyl siding is about 1 foot wide. You could remove all the lower pieces, do waterproofing and protect the bottom walls, but I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted a simple, easy, rapid repair for you guys and for me. I'm going to leave the lower siding and simply cover it to protect it. This will keep the vinyl siding pieces out of the landfills. As long as it covers up the old ugly siding holes, this will be a success. So in this example, we're literally going to put the steel over the vinyl siding. Look how tight that is. I like that. You can finish up, and I probably will, with a little bit of clear silicone caulk right there. If you do end up removing the lower siding or materials, make sure you use a Z or Z or counter flashing that's going to tuck under the siding and kick your water out. Okay, for this project, we are going to screw in all the steel with these roofing screws. Now, roofing screws, the characteristics are a self-tapping end, so you can go right through metal without pre-drilling, but don't worry, they will also have enough grooves to bite right into the wood behind it. Also, you want to look for the rubber washer so it's watertight. And you got a hex head here. This one happens to be 5/16. So these are what you want to use to attach the sheet metal. These happen to be 5/16 hex head. And yes, I will be driving it with Ryobi. As you know, in a previous video, they say Milwaukee is better, but let the tool bros come at me in the comments. I think Ryobi is a better bet for most homeowners. Go ahead and do your placement how you like it. Here I'm going to come up the width of a panel, but leave enough room for the end piece or your J channel. You don't have to go crazy. It's okay to compress the washer, but you don't have to go crazy on the strength. Wait a minute, Larry. Vinyl siding expands and contracts. You know that. What's going on here? Yes, because we're screwing right through it, there is the possibility it could bunch up a little bit with seasonal changes, but that's okay. We're completely covering it and protecting it with metal siding. I would say go about 2 foot on center for the J channel. Okay, now they do make steel corner pieces. To be most effective, it would be nice to completely wrap this in steel. But for today's project, I'm just going to outline the border with the steel J channel and go from there and see how it holds up. Okay, this stuff cuts pretty easy with ordinary everyday tin snips. This is a 10-inch model. All the tool references will be in the video description down below. You could use a grinder, but there's no need to. Tin snips work fine. So I'm going to measure the height to where I want it. Cut the back. Cut the front. Now you only see the front cut in the finished, and then go ahead and bend it. Okay, now with the front and the back cut, it actually will bend. For a little extra protection, did you see what I did there? I tipped up the upper piece so the water will shed off. These are 1.5 inches. You can buy them as narrow as 3/4 of an inch up to 1 inch and all the way up to 2.5 inches. You don't want to go too thick, too long. You don't want to hit wires on the inside of your building. Only go as long as you have to. So we were able to overlap on all the seams. Okay, finally we're able to get to the panels, the fun part. I know the prep is always the boring part. Sheet metal, of course, is very sharp. Use gloves if needed. There's not a front and a back to this stuff, I don't believe. Now here we're simply going to adjust it so it fits inside the J channel. Of course, you want to screw in the lower ribs, not the upper rib. Make sure you like the fit and finish. Make sure it's level and plumb. This siding was already hung horizontal and level, so I'm good to go with that. And then you are going to want to do a screwing pattern. Maybe we'll do the middle and the edge of each panel. Now remember not to go too tight. We are going over existing siding, so it's an uneven surface. As far as the horizontals, you certainly could snap a chalk line and get all fancy with that. I think I'm just going to eyeball it. I do own a chalk line. I could have made those screw holes perfectly level. I was in a rush. Look how good this is going to effectively protect all of this siding, so my weed whacker guys and my lawn crew won't be damaging the siding constantly. This should hold up for years and years. I'll show them. Those lawnmowers will destroy your siding. Okay, you'll find the groove where they overlap, and then the pattern should repeat. I'm going to do a center one like I did last time, but I definitely want to do one on the seam as well. All right, your last steel siding piece will not fit. You'll have to cut to size. That's okay. Bring out those handy dandy tin snips, and it literally will cut just like scissors. Let's do our overlap. We're pretty close. All right, let's cut on that high rib right there. I did cut myself several times. To be fair, I do own work gloves. I was just too lazy to go get them. All right, don't cut metal without gloves. It's not worth it. A grinder would have been a smooth cut, but the J channel will hide this rough edge. You see what I was talking about when I said your rough edge will be completely hidden by the J channel? Okay, the screw pattern got a little off there because we cut a panel shorter than full size, but that's okay. I wanted a screw on every single seam no matter what. Okay, this was a steel siding project to protect the lower damaged vinyl siding. This is a project you can do yourself. I hope you guys liked how it turned out. This will protect the siding from the weed whackers, the weed eaters, whatever you call them, the lawnmowers. Those crew cutting guys are tough on the siding, so let's protect it for years and years to come. I knew you could do it yourself. I'll see you next week.